Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, as always, for tuning in to The Reckoning. This is episode number 7, and welcome to all of our new subscribers. Now, I'm going to go out on a limb and guess that the vast majority of you have at least heard of Victoria's Secret Karen. Now, this is, in my opinion, and in probably a lot of people's opinion, one of, if not the most notorious Karen videos of all time, and I thought it necessary and prudent that I do my next deep dive on this one. It was very oft requested. I've had probably 300 or 400 people ask me to do this now. So, this woman's name is Abigail Elfick, and she became internet famous for all the wrong reasons in July of 2021 when she was caught on camera in a long, protracted, and absolutely unbelievable meltdown in Victoria's Secret. But it wasn't just the way that she acted that was crazy. It was everything that happened to the woman who recorded this video as she sought justice for this incident afterward. Now, in addition to this series of videos being one of the most famous or infamous Karen events of all time, it also happens to be one of the most thoroughly recorded public freakouts that I've ever seen. So let's go ahead and make our way through this footage here, and there's some things that I want you to notice, but I also think that it's important that we re-review exactly what happened here. So here is the first part of that footage in its entirety.
Oh God, no, excuse, now you are, oh my God, oh my God, do you see this? Oh my God, I never thought nothing like this would happen to me. She just tried to run and hit me, and now she, did you see her? You saw her, right? They all saw her. Oh my God. Karen had a breakdown. She tried to hit me. Ask your workers. She tried to hit me. She tried to hit me. Now I want security for you. Oh my God. Oh my God. You should have thought about that before you did what you did. Oh my God. This shit don't even feel real.
So as you can clearly see, the second that Abigail realizes that her trying to hit this woman was captured on camera, she switches tactics, right? She switches to the crocodile tears and the meltdown and the trying to garner the sympathy of the people around her.
This do not feel real.
You can just go around here. I didn't try to hit you. Please don't record me. Don't record me.
Y'all had to get security. She charged me. If I wouldn't have ducked, she would. Oh no, you just wanted security for me, right? I want security for you now. No, don't cry. No. I want you to call security. Thank you. I just came to get my free panty. You know how you get the coupon in the mail? And I got to pick up my Converse boots from Nordstrom's. I don't know why this is happening to me. Don't charge me. Oh, you want to? Oh, yeah, she. I'm scared to even approach her.
Please.
You scaring me. Like you gotta go postal.
Don't record.
No, why don't she walk away from me? No, I was here. No. We're not doing this. Why don't I walk away from her? Why don't she get away from me? She could get away. Go wherever you want to go.
And even though Karen manages to garner the sympathy of that buffoon in the jean jacket, that's not enough for her. She needs more sympathy. So now she tries perhaps the most notorious move of this entire thing of footage, the fake pass out, which is possibly one of the most simultaneously cynical and ridiculous attempts I have ever seen in my life.
This is crazy. Oh.
call security now.
Yeah, because...
Did you have 2 yoga mats?
No, I had one. We was trying to just find a price check for one of them. Just one I had. Okay, I'm gonna leave her here, Pest. Actually, you know, I have a coupon for the free panty, and it says everyone is excluded except for the period panty. But I actually want to see what that was.
Now, obviously, this frivolous performance was endlessly mocked on the internet. But unfortunately for Abigail, it did not work in getting the sympathy of the employees of this Victoria's Secret, or really anyone. Even Jean Jacket Lady seems to surrender any remaining interest in this interact. Well, actually, this would be very interesting to watch, but she's not interested in this woman's shenanigans anymore at this point. And just when you thought things couldn't get any worse or more ridiculous than they already have, Abigail decides to turn up the heat.
You keep lying saying I'm threatening you, so I'm recording to protect myself.
Can you please stop recording?
Yeah. Crazy lady. Okay, she attacked me and try to say I attacked her. You look at this.
Get away from me!
Oh, y'all better get this lady.
Get away from me!
You gonna you're look at this. Get security.
Get the vulture! Get
Security. Look at this. Yes, can y'all get
her away from me! Get her away from me!
Lord have mercy.
Get her away from me! Get her away from me!
No, I gotta just protect myself. She's trying to attack me. No.
Stop threatening me!
See, and she's saying I'm threatening her. I'm not saying nothing to her. It's to protect me. Once the law get here, who they gonna believe? Her ass or my ass?
No! Get her away from me, please! Stop her recording from me!
Where's security? In this short hills, y'all. Oh my God, in this short hills.
Get her away!
I gotta stop coming here. I thought this was the safe mall.
So at this point, Abigail decides that not enough people are buying her shtick, and she needs to call the police so that she can lie to them about what happened and hopefully get someone out there to be on her side. And in doing so, she surprisingly does find someone else, another intellectual titan like the other lady, who decides to take her side or just wants to see it all stop. I don't know.
She's recording me. This person's threatening me. She's recording me. She has more purple hair. Put the phone down.
She's lying on the phone. Don't tell me what to do.
Lying.
She said I threatened her. Well, I don't give a about her being sick. I'm worried about me.
Here as soon as possible, please.
You hear this? Yo, y'all can't do y'all hear this? This stuff y'all read about. This is real. This is really happening to me. She's on the phone with the police on me, and she's chasing me around the damn store. She's chasing me around the damn store. And I'm supposed to...
She's recording me. She's taping me and she's threatening me. She recorded my mental breakdowns and she's laughing. Get come over here, please. Ah, my heart's racing.
I just came to get a free penny. I just came to get a free... Hey, assalamu alaikum. I just came to get a free panty. That's all. That's all. And spend my little 50 and get the $10 off. See what free panties will get you? This lady that chased me. She calling the police on me now. And I can't believe this long and security not here. Yeah, get the cops here. This how black people be dying. You see this? See what these people do? They call in a panic and tell police that you doing something to them when you clearly saw her chase me around the store. She telling them, get here, I'm helping, my heart's racing. Look. Oh, see, did you see that?
At this point, Abigail spends some time wandering around the entrance to the store, fake crying to the police, telling them her whole story that she's making up about how this woman attacked her poor, delicate soul. And it takes a weird amount of time for security to show up, but eventually they do, and this is what happens.
Security?
I am. What can I do for you?
This lady tried to attack me. She chased me around this store, everything. I was over here looking at the, you can ask the workers, I was over here looking at the sale items.
Right.
So she came back and she put she came back and she put an item back in front of me, so.
Okay.
After she put the item back in front of me, she began skimming through the codes, like right in my face. I said, excuse me. Then she just completely went over to them, asked them to call security, went off. She dropped on the floor. She screamed. She chased me. As a matter of fact, where is she?
Well, I don't know exactly right now who you're referring to.
Here we go.
Is everything okay? Is like
No, I feel in danger. No, everything's not okay. Ask them. She chased me. Excuse me, ma'am. You're the manager, right? Could you come over here and tell him what this lady did?
She seems to realize fairly quickly that security is not going to be of any help here. Surprise, surprise. He pretends he has no idea what's going on, as though you could have possibly missed what just happened in this store. People were probably hearing this from the other side of the mall. She decides to wait for the actual police to show up and handle this. Unfortunately, they turned out not to be much help either.
So I was attacked in the mall, almost attacked in the mall. The manager, I had to run behind her. I chased him around. He telling me he can escort me to my car, but she doesn't have to leave the mall.
Listen,
I'm not finished shopping. I have 2 other stores to go
Here's
to.
what I'm saying. I don't work for the mall. I can't order her out of the mall.
Yeah, but you work for Milburn. I was just almost assaulted in this mall.
I can't. The mall security can ask. What I'm saying is, I'm not telling you have to leave or anything, but
I'm not saying that, but
if for some reason,
if the shoe was on the other foot and I would have tried to attack her ass, you would have me escorted out this mall.
ma'am,
That's just how I feel. This woman, mind you, the manager done told him. The manager told me he chased, huh?
I wish you didn't feel that way.
I do feel that way. I do feel that way. I was just almost attacked and assaulted, and you telling me
I can't kick
3
her out.
times, and he can't get out. You hear this?
Okay. If you have any concerns,
Well, I'm going to this lady. This the lady they won't kick out the mall. I'm a dog. I want to see if she act up in front of y'all, what y'all would do. So he's telling me that, first of all, the manager already said she tried to attack me. I want her to leave the mall.
So I don't know if you caught that, but the missing piece of footage after the security guard is there and she asked the manager to come over and explain what happened. Apparently the manager did side with the woman recording this video.
No. And she was just, I thought she was recording me. I never attacked people.
I don't understand why she can't be escorted out the mall. She tried to attack me twice. She should be escorted out the mall. Okay. See this? And she's crying and they just being all sympathetic to her tears. I don't care about her tears. She needs to be escorted out the mall. She chased me around the store and tried to attack me twice. Don't worry, I can get you in there. No, she should be escorted out the mall. She tried to attack me twice. You doing that because she white and she crying. I am nowhere near her. I don't have to move. I'm not breaking any laws. Now you get so aggressive with me. Get aggressive like that with her. Look at this. See this? This lady chased me around the Victoria's Secret store. Literally. Chased. And the manager told them that she chased me. And they don't want to do anything, but listen to her crying.
All right, so if you would, that's my work email address. If you can send the initial video,
Okay, can I have the case number for today?
Sure.
So, now that we've reviewed everything that happened in this incident, let's dive into the weeds, shall we? So, I've already mentioned that the woman who was recorded, the Karen in this video, her name is Abigail Elfick. Now, there's a little bit of information about her online, not a whole bunch, but I was able to figure out that Abigail is a 25-year-old. She has a classmates.com profile from when she was 24, so a previous year. She's like 27 now, I guess, but her profile stated that she was 24 and attending school to become a child development associate teaching preschool-age students. God help us, please, no, absolutely not. And graduated Cedar Grove High School in 2014. She also posted a short biography on a website called colostomymatch.com, which is for matching people romantically with other people who have a colostomy. Now, you know, of all the things to laugh at, let's not laugh at the things she can't help, I suppose. So the profile said, I was diagnosed with chronic constipation and pelvic floor dysfunction. I am a 24-year-old female that has a colostomy. I am a paraprofessional / teacher's aide working with children. I love walking outside, shopping, going out to eat at restaurants. I want to feel comfortable with people that have an ostomy just like me to know that I'm not alone. Now, obviously, because the internet came after Abigail when all of this happened, they did their digging and they looked for any discrepancies in any story that she had told anyone. And as it turns out, she is not a paraprofessional / teacher's aide working for Cedar Grove, as she claims, because Cedar Grove School District has overtly denied that she is an employee there, writing in a note on the top of its homepage at the time, it's not there anymore, the individual involved at the mall at Short Hills that took place on July 11th, 2021 is not and has never been employed by the Cedar Grove Board of Education, which would seem to suggest that, surprise, surprise, this woman was not being entirely truthful on her colostomy match profile. So I also want to take this opportunity to debunk a rumor that made its rounds about Abigail at the time. So many internet sleuths adopted a theory that Elfick's cozy treatment might have been because her mother, Kimberly Elfick, was a police lieutenant with the Secaucus Police Department. This information came from an obituary that these internet sleuths found about Abigail's father, which listed the mother's name as Kimberly Elfick, which just so happened to be the exact same full name as a woman who worked for the nearby Secaucus Police Department. And this was widely, almost universally believed for some time. However, as this theory caught storm, the Secaucus Police Department took to their Facebook page to clarify that the identical name was purely coincidence and that this Kimberly did not have any relation to Abigail whatsoever. To make things more clear, the woman in question, the Lieutenant Kimberly Elfick, of the Secaucus Police Department, made a Twitter account, which has since been deleted, where she stated, "Incorrect. This is me, and I do not have children. I also have no idea who Abigail is. Also, this incident occurred in the Short Hills Mall, which is covered by Millburn Police Department. Secaucus has no relevance to this case whatsoever besides my last name. Because I'm the officer that everyone is saying that is my daughter, I don't have children and have no idea who Abigail is, coincidentally just have the same name. I got personal messages about what was being posted. I created this account to address it. It spread too quickly for me to get ahead of it to address. Feel free to call the agency tomorrow and I'll be more than happy to verify my identity." So now that we have fleshed out Abigail Elfick's character profile a little bit, who was the woman who recorded this entire video? Well, it turns out that she actually has a decently large YouTube following since this incident went down. Obviously, her videos got millions of views. Anyway, her name is Ijeoma Ukenta, and she herself says that she's been going to this mall, which is the Short Hills Mall in New Jersey. It's supposedly a very upscale, very ritzy place. She's been going to this mall for 20 years and she's never had anything like this happen to her before. Apparently she hasn't been back ever since though, and I can't blame her. The reason that her YouTube channel is important is because she has provided several key updates on everything and the court filings and all the goings on that we're going to review in a moment. First, she took another video shortly after this of her going to the police department and confronting them while trying to file a complaint against the two officers from the video that we just watched. This is how that went.
You won't be investigating the report.
But
You're asking me why I'm complaining on your officers, and I'm telling you I can show you a video, and you're telling me you don't want to see the video.
I want to hear from your mouth. What is it?
All right, so I was in the mall. Basically, they didn't protect me. They didn't try to make from the woman that attacked me and chased me around the store. They didn't ask her to leave or anything. They said they weren't able to. They weren't able to ask her to leave the mall. I've never heard of such a thing. Because if I was chasing her around the store, I'm sure I would have been asked to leave the mall and or arrested. I showed him the video.
Why do you believe that?
What you mean why do I believe that? Because
why do you believe that?
Okay, I don't want to play this game again today. You know, this happened to me Saturday. I'm very emotional about it. Okay, I'm asking you, I want to file a complaint against your two officers. You said I can do that with you, right? Because I see this is getting nowhere.
I'm going to give you an internal affairs complaint form. You're going to fill it out. I'm going to pass it on to the internal affairs unit, and they'll be doing the investigation, okay?
I see I'm gonna need a lawyer. Anybody that can help me with a good lawyer reference or point me in the right direction, please help me. Because you see how this is going.
Right around the time that she went to the police department to make this complaint, she also updated everyone online saying, "So I see everyone asking me for an update. I am at the police station. I have the police report, which is somewhat true, but really, really long. I am happy I did record because even the officer stated that I only showed him the video of her laying on the floor when I showed him. Mind you, they took her statement first because, of course, she called the police. And she completely lied. She's trying to say I started videotaping her, causing her to have a panic attack, at which time she followed me to try to get me to stop recording. So I'm filing the complaint against two officers that responded. I didn't feel protected. I'm also filing a complaint against the mall security. Victoria's Secret, in my opinion. Like, what do we expect them? Grab this woman? The manager even sent somebody to walk down to get security because they were taking too long. So I don't really have any issues with them. Not as of yet. Now, if they give us problems getting the video, then we'll talk about that. That'll be another story." So I can't be the only one who's very confused that the officer would say that she only showed him video of her laying on the ground. Obviously, Ijeoma had the footage of all the other stuff that happened, or we wouldn't all be watching it. There would also be no discernible motive for Ijeoma not to show them that footage if she had it, to get everyone to believe that what just happened to her happened. So that doesn't make any sense, and it seems like a bit of a glaring hole in their defense of their conduct surrounding this incident. Now, naturally, everyone involved in this incident saw fit to make some kind of comment on their role. First, Victoria's Secret issued a statement in which they said, quote, "Associate and customer safety is our top priority, and we are committed to creating a safe and welcoming environment for all. The video taken in our store is unsettling, and we have initiated a full investigation. Our associates followed our protocols and immediately called our emergency operations center as well as mall security for support during the altercation between our customers. We are dedicated to continuing this critical conversation and demonstrating our commitment to diversity, equity, and inclusion through our actions and words." Now, you'd be forgiven for thinking that that statement was a little cliche, corporate-y, hollow, whatever, like every apology statement that any major corporation has ever made. But people on Twitter took a different angle. They were very critical of the statement, saying things like, "The quality of your lingerie was already subpar, and far too many black people have complained about being profiled at your stores for years, so this isn't surprising." Or, "Lies. You can hear the woman recording asking to call security a few times. Nothing was done immediately." And it wasn't just Victoria's Secret that saw fit to issue a statement. Pretty much everybody involved in this did, including the mall and the police department, which said this: Affairs Division is now investigating the matter to evaluate how the officers conducted themselves. No disciplinary action has been taken against the officers at this time. At this time, our department is not aware of any actual complaints that have been filed against either party in this matter. Pending further review, the Millburn Police Department believes our officers acted professionally and capably in diffusing the situation and restoring calm and order in accordance with their training and our standard procedures. As stated earlier, the investigation into this incident will continue and appropriate action, if any, will be taken at the conclusion. Ijeoma also read directly from a report that one of the officers filed, which is actually pretty hilarious. It says, I spoke with Miss Crazy Lady and advised her that I spoke to the store employee and that they corresponded that what Miss Ukenta had said happened. Miss Elfick seemed to acknowledge that she was wrong, saying she was concerned about losing her job and apartment if the video posted online. She was having a panic attack about the videotaping. I advised her that Miss Ukenta has the right to videotape. I asked her several times if she was alright and she needed an ambulance, and she declined repeatedly. She kept expressing her concern about her job and apartment. She finally stated that she was going home, and I asked if she would be okay to drive, and she said she was. At this time, Miss Elfick left the mall. It was shortly after this that Ijeoma took the advice of many of the people who were commenting on her videos online and started a GoFundMe page with the title, Help Me Defend Myself Against Karen. Her description for this GoFundMe page read, I am a black Muslima Nigerian AM, and I was treated like it was 1920 in Short Hills Mall. I was assaulted and harassed by a white woman, and nothing was done by security nor the police. I'm looking to hire me an excellent attorney who can help me bring light to this wrong. All videos and updates on the situation are on my YouTube channel, Mama Africa Muslima. I was kicked off a TikTok for posting what happened to me, and they let someone else post and get millions and millions of views. However, they deleted 2 of my accounts. One that I have for my garden, which was my original account, and another one that I created after they deleted my main account. I have been wronged by Abigail Elfick, Short Hills Mall Security, Millburn Police Department, and most of all, humanity. Please help me. Now, as you might have already noticed, this GoFundMe page for legal help with all of these challenges to all of these groups has raised an impressive $104,000 since it was made, with its most recent donation being 18 months ago. So this was all raised in a fairly short period of time. Now, it's obviously been quite some time since this incident happened. Again, this was July of 2021, right? So there's been plenty of time for updates to this incident, and luckily for us, Miss Ijeoma has provided several. She posted this short video on her YouTube channel on September 21st of the same year.
All right, guys. I'm a little angry today, you know? I ain't gonna lie, I'm angry and upset with this situation a lot of days, so... You know, they finally, after giving me such a hard time, they finally let me press charges against the lady, which they gave me a huge song and a dance for that. They said I had to fill out a report. Then once I fill out the report, it has to go before the judge, and the judge had to decide if he wanted to press charges against her, which I had never heard of in my whole life, but okay. They finally decided to. We go to court next week. So I received the court letter in the mail, you know, for me to appear. However, listen to this shit. I called the court today. So, because on the letter it said call the court 7 days before the court date so I can get the, you know, everything is virtual now, so I can get the Zoom information. So I called. The lady picked up the phone. Same lady I've been dealing with on and off with throughout this whole situation. Why this heifer, yeah, and I'm going to call her a heifer because it's my mouth and I can use it how I want to, gonna try to tell me that I could not appear in court for her first appearance. Since when? Where did that rule come from? I remember my friend, one of his children was murdered, and we all went to court together to see this guy for the guy that they caught the guy who did it. You know the situation that happened down there on Herein. So we all, I mean, the family, everybody, we went in a force to this guy's first appearance. So what is the difference between her and him? They gonna try to tell me, so once I push the issue, then she looks into the system like, oh, okay, well, we'll send you the email information. We usually send it out the Thursday before the court date. But you just told me 2 minutes ago, before I pressed the issue, that I was not allowed to appear. Like, yo, I'm tired of Milburn PD, I'm sick of their court, all of that. But guess what? Y'all not gonna deter me. I don't care what I have to do, how long it take me to do it, how many hoops y'all want me to jump through. You might as well set them hoops on fire, because I'm gonna jump through those too. I'm not letting this go. No. Sorry, it's not happening. I don't care how uncomfortable you make me or you try to make me think. Listen, this mental warfare, that shit not working on me. You're dealing with an educated black woman and it's not gonna happen. I don't care what games you try to play. I'm not a criminal, I don't have any past criminal history, none of that shit. So you're not gonna play these little games with me. It's not happening.
So after this update was posted, we didn't hear about this again for about another month. The next update was much shorter and came on October 17th.
So yes, last time we spoke, I was supposed to have a court date. However, the court date was postponed. So the new court date is set for next week. I have my Zoom information and everything I need to attend. So me and Abigail will be going to court next week.
We don't hear from Ijeoma again until December of the same year, so 2 months after the one that we just watched, and then another one in January. So the December one is about 15 seconds and doesn't really add anything new. It just says,
so things are still moving slowly, but they're moving forward. And guys, you'll be hearing more from me soon in the coming year. I'm just, things are moving slowly. And then, life has its twists and its turns, and I'm just twisting and turning with it.
So the, I guess, relative vagueness of her updates in the months after, having, at this point, garnered a $100,000 windfall from her GoFundMe page, which, to her credit, she stopped taking money about 18 months ago. She cut it off, thanked everyone for their support, went on her merry way. But the vagueness of her updates at this point had some people being like, well, what'd you spend the money on? How come things aren't more specific? And it seems evident to me that this frustrated her because she added another quick update in January where she said the following.
And to all the negative Nellies hollering, update, things must be going bad. Don't worry about how it's going. It's going. Know that. Things are moving forward. How about that?
What we got after that video was a very long pause in updates. Now, she posted tons and tons of videos, but they were all related to her passion for gardening, and not so much about the case. So the next time that we get an update is June of 2022, and she said the following.
Good morning, guys. So everybody's been asking me for an update of what's going on. So as you know, it's just been a lot. I've been going through a lot in my personal life. I lost my mom a couple of months ago, and I'm on here, I'm asking for you guys' help. So I've been fighting what happened to me at the mall in court for almost a year. And it was like getting nowhere. Then they decided to move it. And now, as of last month, they actually let this woman press charges on me. So now I need a criminal lawyer to represent me for getting chased around the mall and being assaulted, and attempted assault. You know what I mean? You chasing me, you trying to hit me and slap things out of my hand, but now I need the lawyer. So, yeah, guys, I need a lawyer.
Wow, so this is a part of the story that almost no one who followed the initial series of stories in this incident knows yet, but at this point, which is June of 2022, the latest update ever since, we learn that Abigail Elfick has successfully pressed charges against Ijeoma Ukenta, criminal charges, not civil charges. Ijeoma takes this opportunity to ask for help finding a lawyer to fight these criminal charges, but notedly does not ask for any more money. And despite scouring both the internet writ large and all of her profiles, I was unable to find any newer updates since June of 2022. Now, obviously, since all of this took place during the pandemic period, the court systems, both civil and criminal, moved very, very slowly, which explains why the updates were so sparse and why we didn't get maybe some more thorough and satisfying updates in the last 18 months. But as it stands right now, Ijeoma has been apparently unsuccessful in pressing any kind of civil charges against the mall, Victoria's Secret, the police department, the security company, or Abigail, and instead has had criminal charges filed against her by Abigail. I would love to know exactly what the charges being pressed there even look like. They couldn't be slander or defamation of character because those are civil matters. We know it isn't recording related because it's completely legal to record someone in a public space or a space where there's no expectation of privacy. And we also know that it can't possibly be an assault or battery charge because she obviously never hit her. Now, some have speculated that the reason that Ijeoma's civil lawsuits against any of these people never really went anywhere was possibly because nobody committed anything that's a suable offense or a criminal one. So the woman didn't actually full-blown assault her. The police department didn't do anything that is worthy of a lawsuit. The mall security didn't do anything that's worthy of a lawsuit. So that might be why nothing ever happened there so far, at least. And of course, that's just speculation of others, not of me. I'm just telling the story here, folks. But to offer a counterweight, as a responsible investigator would, this is a legal analyst named Laura McNeil's take on the incident. Now, in the interest of transparency and fairness, it's also worth noting that Dr. McNeil has been involved in some political activist causes in the past. So do with that what you will. But here was her take on the potential criminality of Abigail Elfick's behavior in the now infamous series of videos.
What we saw in this video, at the very beginning of the video, we actually see the white lady lunging. She's actually trying to swing and hit. Looks like she's trying to punch the African-American woman in her face. And the fact that she attempted to do that in the state of New Jersey, that's called a simple assault. And what that means is she put her in imminent apprehension of harmful or offensive contact. Yeah, it's harmful if you're punched in the face or someone's swinging at you. That's offensive. And so in the state of New Jersey, that would cover 6 months in jail up to $1,000 fine. And so what's so shocking to me about this case and watching the video is not seeing these charges actually filed, actually allowing this white lady to simply walk out of the store. I am actually baffled, to be quite honest with you, Laverne.
Tell me, was it legal for the black woman to record those interactions with police?
You know, what's so sad is not only was it legal, but the fact that that's what we have to do to protect ourselves in today's times. It's completely legal because based on the communication laws, just federal and state, if there's not a reasonable expectation of privacy in a public place. Again, unless you're in a public restroom, you can record someone because there's not, again, a reasonable expectation of privacy. So the black woman involved, or rather the victim in this incident, she was more than permitted to record the incident. And as she stated in her own words, she had to do so to protect herself because we saw in the video, the white lady kept saying, "She's threatening me."
And there you have it, folks. At 40 minutes long, I have at least attempted, I hope I did a good job, to tell the very elaborate and very detailed story of one of the most infamous public freakouts in modern American history. So just to recap here, Ijeoma raised about $100,000 on her GoFundMe to fight these court battles. According to at least the woman that we just watched, she had a criminal case for simple assault in New Jersey, which was unsuccessful, apparently thrown out. And as it stands, Ijeoma is now facing criminal charges being pressed against her by Abigail. We don't know what has happened since. Hopefully we will get an update soon, which I will of course provide you. Hope you enjoyed yourselves. Be sure to like and subscribe and all that good stuff, and I will see you next time.